Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Welcome students to the online NPTEL course Contemporary Architecture and Design. In the previous few classes we started discussing about the postmodern architectural movement. So today we will discuss one of the postmodern design movement which also has a architectural examples within this movement. So this movement is called Memphis, Milano. It's a group of Italian architects and designers came together, and this kind of movement in design it started. And there's also other postmodernist movement which has much bigger reach, which is pop movement and quiche movement, which we will gradually discuss. But Memphis, Milano we are discussing because this is a smaller movement, and this came from Italian group of people. So when we discuss the all the postmodernist movement in the later class, then we'll discuss the other postmodern movement in design and art, like pop and quiche movement. So Memphis, Milano is also has some visual similarity with the pop art movement, but pop is a much bigger domain, and then pop movements are has European, and it flourished in Europe as well as in America. So there's a visual reach is and visual stylistic difference is much more. So Memphis, Milano is one of the small movement in Europe. And here in the Memphis, Milano, in the previous examples of these are the architectural movements mostly, has sometimes this has a reaction against modernism, sometimes it ignored modernism, and sometimes it have taken some inspiration and then changed it, and sometimes it's totally opposite the modernism. The Memphis, Milano, we will see there's a blend of different elements, and then there's also connection with the previous history, which is before modernism, and then a lot of colors which modernism opposed. So these things we will see what in the Memphis, Milano style. So this is one of the chair designed in the Memphis, Milano group of movement, and you can see this has a historic connotation, and it has a classical look. It's a bilateral, symmetrical, and a lot of ornamentations are there. But if you look at this color palette, so throughout this different materials, so this is not acknowledging the particular material. Through the cushion and through this also the wooden work, the same color is going on, and then the way of coloring is also quite modern, and then pop and style is popular style of attracting people, and attraction value is there. So this is like a texture, and different colors are splattered on this design. So this design features, this is Italian design and architects group in 1980s it formed. So use of plastic and other elements are there. So plastic molded into it. So probably this chair is made out of plastic, and I'm not going into the material details. So it will be, most of the designs are from plastic, but there are wood and other works are also there. So there's a mixture of different materials are there, and decorative asymmetry as well as symmetry both are there, and then there's a combination of asymmetry and symmetry, and the color variance. So there's lot of colors, and this different visual elements are there in this design. The name was taken after Bob Dylan's gun stuck inside the mobile with the Memphis Blue again. So this Memphis, the name came from this song of Bob Dylan, and this influence, the influence of this design was taken from Art Deco style. So you can see a lot of in Art Deco also has a connection with Art Nouveau, which also connects the classical architecture. So classical architecture is coming there. That's why the inspiration has some classical style. This digital style, because a lot of colors, and few of the examples in the in this group we will see this digital style, pop and quiche. Pop is a popularist movement in which talks about people's popular art over the high art of visual style of a high art. So it's more of a we see on the signage, neon signage, and graphic novels, and this different ornamental typography and posters. We see the pop art. We will discuss pop art later. And quiche art we'll also discuss, but in a way quiche art is pop art. You might all know that you have seen some visuals of pop art, but quiche is a relatively lesser known term. So KITSCH is the spelling, and this is the eclectic form, which is a style of contemporary design, is the art form, and this popular than the high art. So these are some Indian quiche art. So you can see the eclectic mixture of different kind of typography with the traditional arches, different color which does not have any coherence. So sometimes in the color palette, when we go for a triadic color scheme, we take three colors in the opposite direction, in the three opposite direction. We can go for absolute contrasting color scheme, blue and orange. Triadic for Bauhaus, there was a triadic red, blue and yellow. This three primary color will be always in this triadic position, or it can be analogous color, so colors which comes in the similar zone. So this is a color wheel. There will be blue, bluish, green, yellow. These are the similar analogous color. Like if you look at Picasso's blue periods color, so all will be in the blue tone. So if he wants to depict red, it will be bluish red, that is purple, and if he wants to depict yellow, it will be bluish yellow, that is green. So that is the blue periods colors will all have a blue analogous color. His red periods color, rose periods color will be all have the rose or the reddish tint. So those are the analogous color. But if you look at the quiche color, so there's all different colors will be there, and this color discord, like yellow with purple, orange with blue, and pink with orange. This kind of drastic combination will be there. So this is a quiche painting on the taxi, and all these elements will be most of these colors and the paintings are on a popular style, like truck painting, Bangladesh's rickshaw painting, or Punjab's truck painting, or these are the areas where quiche takes inspiration. Indian quiche takes inspiration from. The Western quiche is slightly different, and here it will be amalgamated with the Indian traditional thing with the contemporary elements, like the way it was written. It is not going with the Indian contemporary thing, and then the popularist way of mimicry and all these things will be there in the quiche art, and this is the eclectic form of art. So these are the inspiration: quiche, the Stiegel, Art Deco, pop, and quiche words quite similar in the visual spectrum of Memphis Milano. And Memphis Milano was a group of people, so each and everybody's design has a difference, and their visual style is different, and but still there is a coherence, that there will be a lot of elements there, and this is not a simplistic design, and different elements, different colors together creates this design. So Ettore Sotta's design, if you look at, so he has a example from furniture design as well as the in architecture. So in this design, lot of elements are together creating this chair, and each and every element has a different color. So as in in this table, and this lamp has a different color, and then this is and this installations all has a different fluorescent color. So this colors here, black, yellow and pink, this has a kish connotation, and this full fluorescent color orange and pink is also a popularist, and pop and kish color palette is quite similar to that. And if you look at this his architecture, there are a lot different elements which is creating this particular facade, and different colors are added. So this is opposite of a minimalist approach of modern architecture. And also in the playing of solid and void, different part of different forms are added together to create this design. Even in his installation in a small space, there are a lot of different colors going on in the design. Michael de Lucci's design is also on the similar note. He uses glass, steel, plastic, all different elements are there, but together it looks like his designs are like toys, and this colors of soft colors like pink, blue and yellow, that's he uses that. And his designs are also has a popularist style of approach of design. So even in the this table, so it's shifting and high on texture, and different colors are added into the design. This is one of his architecture example from architecture. So this is curvilinear in this axis, also in this axis if you look at, so this is also, there is a curve in the z axis as well, so this is leaning on the other side. Now Andre Brands's design this is different from the previous examples. So here he is using the wood. So different wooden logs are used as it is, and then this is penetrating through the other log, and then the glass is blending with the wooden block. And even in the special expression, installation, he is using the same work. So wood are coming from bottom, and then this is blending with the cuboid, and which is also there in this installation. And different elements of wood and different patches of colors are creating this enclosure. And all this design, if you look at, it's coming from a visual perspective. So this is more from a visual than the ergonomics of a chair. So this design, which is steel and wood, is the main element, is a chair, is coming from a visual composition rather than an ergonomic aspect of design. So as in this design you can see, and here it is a Mobius strip which is creating the backrest, and the this same Mobius strip changes the direction and becomes the handrest. In his design you can see the usage of wood and steel, and then in totality this is becoming a sculptural composition in the design, but it's different from the other people's work which we have seen in the Memphis Milano, because it's a group of people and everybody is way of looking at design is different. And then but together it is the coherence is that it is eclectic, and it's coming from a visual perspective, and the visual is important than the function, and the ergonomics, the aesthetics is important, and this is an eclectic thing. So the different materials are juxtaposed together. So this is steel, this is glass and wood, then steel and wood, and totally a solid colored wood, and the not treated wood. And here we have wood and some other elements with a pure box like man-made element, and here also we have this box, and then different patches of very curvilinear elements, and then wood is blending with each other. Now Alessandro Mendini's design, though this is called Alice, which looks like different kitchenwares, which looks like toys and human beings and other animals. So this is a set of kitchen utensils and kitchenwares. And also here there are different colors and different gimmicky things are there. So this is giving a sense of a human being. So this is also a postmodern style of designing. So the design will look like something else, and all these details will be there without less abstraction, and elements will be shown. And here also the way this color combination, this fluorescent blue, pink and yellow has a connection with the pop art style, and so as in this table also has a connection with the pop art, and the element which is very curvilinear. So in this design, and the chairs which he designs, this is Proust chair which we were showing in the beginning. So this splattered color is throughout this cushion, and as well as the structural frame of this chair is splattered together. So as in the other design, so some of his design has this is also the Proust chair in the different colors. So both are the Proust chair, and this design has a connection with the classical architecture, but this is changed into a different context. Some of his design does not have any context with the classical architecture, so he's taking inspiration from different varied spectrum of design, and this has a inspiration from human form, and this also has an inspiration from classical, but then it is totally coming towards a deconstructive style, which is breaking and then turning into a different form. And so this is a very eclectic mixture of different source of design is giving this particular style of design. And Memphis Milano group is about that. So different it's very garish in design, it's very loud in design, and different colors, different elements, and different sources will be there in this group of design. And it's very radical from the point of view of that time. So this is Alessandro Mendini's other design. So here he is using plastic, and here you can see the impact of Destigil is also coming and fusing with the classical style. So here you can see this pure circles are coming from Destigil, but again they are blended and turned into a different angle, and this is definitely not Bauhaus, because this is not going with the function, because this is just aesthetics, and this different elements are also curvilinear, which is not Destigil, because Destigil is an inspiration and then he's changing it. So these colors are red, yellow and blue, and this black lines are coming from Destigil. So this is one set of his design is inspired from Destigil, like this red, yellow, blue and black and white. But again this is translated into different curvilinear form. So as this colors are from Destigil, but these lines are changing into different form. Some of his other examples were angular lines and just patterns on the facade is added on to create more attraction value. Even in this, inside this building, their checker patterns are created. In this building also you can see a very visually heavy pattern is there on top of this surface. Again here in this surface there is another pattern, another color patches are there. Here also there is pattern, there are dots. So this is very visually heavy and has attraction, high attraction value in the design. And if you look at, so there's elements which is has a different inertia which is turned, and some elements are in a different direction. Every element has different inclination, and this is a very complex composition of the design. Here also you can see the influence of the Destigil as well as pop. So all these elements are coming from a pop style, and then the Destigil's color but changed into the design. Mostly you will see the Destigil inspiration here as well. And this is another chair, another set of it's interior design. So this has a stool, bed, chairs, and then columns, which has a connection with the history because of these ornamentation, but they are formed in a different they are placed in a different position. The ionic columns curve is on the bottom, and then other elements are changed into the design, and different colors, which is not a classical colors, are added on the drapery. Like these colors are very pop colors, which is added in the classical style. Or also, if you look at, so this is not exactly a classical style, so this is changed into the pop manifestation of a classical style, which has a similarity with the Proust chair, the way he have arranged Proust chair structure from classical style, and then on the texture and color he went totally for the pop color palette, pop and quiche color palette. So in the next class we will we'll discuss another few other movements from postmodern architecture and design.